Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Quest from 7 Requesting Friends. I got my man G in the building. He's back to work. He's back to work. What's going on, man?
I just got off work.
At
work.
And he's back at work.
Crazy.
It's wild.
Yeah.
Yo, so how was your weekend?
It was cool. I'm struggling to remember what I did this weekend. No, I think on Saturday I went to the farmer's market, meet Violet, and then we got some fresh fruit, some fire ass tamales, dog.
Yeah.
Some chili con queso. That shit was. Whoo.
Yeah.
At $3.50 a tamale, you fucking better be, but dog.
Damn.
These motherfuckers were like.
Hold on, go back.
Dog,
$3.50, dog.
Dog. These motherfuckers were like this big.
Oh my god.
Filled, dog. Like
Jesus.
I took the fucking the husk off and like the cheese was fucking drip. Like it was crazy. It was fire.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it was fire. And then on Sunday, I feel like we just chilled at the house.
Yeah?
Yeah. Kick back.
That's cool.
I don't remember if it was on Saturday or Sunday, me and Violet watched Toy Story 4.
Nice.
Again, so that's always a pleasure.
Nice.
Yeah. What about you, Doug?
What did I do this weekend? I went to the homie's daughter's birthday party. And then I linked up with this guy over here. We got our man Swag in the background, chilling. I linked up with this guy because he wants to start a podcast. And then so I was helping him out and shit. You know? And then yeah, that was it. That was it. I watched the Lakers. No, I watched the Lakers on Monday. I watched some of the Oscars.
Yeah.
Peeped the highlights this morning.
Yeah. I basically always just get the highlights to every award.
Yeah, to be honest, like fuck watching the whole like hour and shit. Like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, it's cool though.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Brad Pitt.
Shout out Brad Pitt. Shout out Joaquin Phoenix. Our man Joaquin Phoenix.
Shout out homie from Parasite.
Yes, I was about to ask you his name, but I was like, no. I honestly don't want to fuck that up. Yeah, no, I don't want to fuck it up. So
yeah, but super shout out him. I really need to get around to seeing that movie because I hear it's like a real. Well, obviously,
yeah,
it's a good movie, but I've still yet to get around to see it.
Same. I was gonna ask you if you actually seen it, but
no.
But yeah, no, me neither.
I was surprised and stoked to see Joker won something.
Yes.
Shout out to Jaquan.
Shout out to Jaquan Phoenix, our man from our Hannah IE. Yo, you know what's funny?
Yeah.
So I was on Twitter and I seen a bunch of like just people criticizing Parasite, and it's like,
oh, I know.
Yeah,
Johnny Boy, shout out Johnny Boy.
Yes, shout out our man Johnny Boy.
He tweeted this video and it was like this white dude, this fucking fat white dude, just talking about how Parasite has no right to even be fucking in the category of Best Picture when because it's like a foreign film.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
That's just crazy, dog.
That's so dumb. Like
what the fuck?
Like they cleaned house, bro.
Yeah.
They fucking cleaned house. They won Best Foreign Film. They won. I believe the director won an award for Best Director.
Yeah.
And they won, the big one, which is fucking amazing. So yeah, they cleaned house, bro.
Yeah.
And and Eminem performed "Lose Yourself."
For what? Why?
What the fuck? I have no idea.
Like. I saw that and I was like, yo, what the fuck?
That, son, Martin Scorsese.
We're in like 2007? What is that, 2007? 2008?
I think so.
Yeah. That's like, I mean, I'm glad that he fucking didn't perform any of his like newer shit.
Yeah, facts.
That would have been even weirder.
That would have been weird shit.
No disrespect, but fuck.
Thinking about it, I understand why he performed "Lose Yourself" because he won an award for that song.
Okay. Did he?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, that makes sense.
That makes sense. But like, yo, everybody's facial expressions when that shit happened was just like, what the fuck is going on right now?
I know. Did you see Billie Eilish's face when fuck, I forget the actresses from Bridesmaids. I can't remember their names, but the two main chicks.
Yeah.
when they were like doing their little fucking
like the love
singing
skit
thing.
thing. Yeah.
She was just so lost.
Yeah, I was like, whoa.
Or I don't know if she was lost or like she was just like really disapproved, but either way, it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was good. What else happened?
Another big shout out Joaquin Phoenix because he just the biggest. He's like the world's biggest vegan. I low-key can't wait for, and this is like no disrespect at all. I love it. I can't wait for fucking South Park to come back around because I feel like they're for sure.
Oh no, yeah, no.
I mean, if
no, they are.
They have to. They have to.
Yeah.
Because like, I know, like I think it was tight. My girlfriend thinks it was tight. I know a couple people that think it was tight, but I also know a couple people that would like hear that speech and be like, "Man, this dude needs to shut the fuck up." So, like, it's interesting.
Oh man,
Yeah.
like, and the crazy thing is about his speech was like he was coming from the heart.
Yeah,
so,
no, it's dope. Like,
so
I
and
genuinely
you can hear his like voice cracking, and he was like super nervous.
Do you know like who the brother he was referring to? Yeah, his brother passed away.
Yeah. So then like, you know,
that was a lot for him.
Yeah, the whole chain of emotions was just like whoa.
Yeah.
And
I feel like when he kind of I don't know, not rebranded himself, but kind of like worked a lot of personal stuff out amongst himself. I feel like his brother was like an archetype in who he wanted to be, because his brother was a vegan. He was a huge animal activist, like, and unfortunately he was also like a known drug addict, or he had a problem with drug abuse. But yeah, it's pretty dope to honor someone in that way, I guess. You know what I mean?
I get you. I totally understand. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's funny. Like the 3 fucking awards or winners are like the only people that I know about.
Yeah.
But at the same,
it's just like
fuck. Who else? We're trash.
Yeah, dude, we're trash as shit because like this is a podcast about everything in entertainment and like regular shit.
Yeah.
And we don't do our research, so
yeah, we don't do shit.
Yeah, don't come over here for facts.
Exactly.
But yeah, no. Shout out to fucking Parasite for just making everybody super uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And then I remember seeing a video on Entertainment Tonight asking the director, like, you know, that movie was crazy. What made you want to do it? And he was like, I'm just a weirdo.
Yeah.
Like,
I just like non-conventional stuff. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
I have an artistic vision, so you know.
Yeah, man.
Shit's tight.
Facts.
That's just so crazy if you really sit back and think about it, because I mean, obviously they do have a foreign film category, but for like the longest times, and even then at that they had to fight for fucking that. That's not, that nomination or that category hasn't been something that's been implemented, you know, in the last fucking 5 decades. You know what I mean? Like, it's been a very current thing in of itself.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy. Like, if you were to think and fucking, like, who would have think that a fucking foreign film would just like, you know,
film of the year and shit,
transcend that, cross that barrier. You know, it's always dope to see stuff like transcend kind of what it is in a way where it just crosses barriers and reaches different audiences, if you will, like that it normally wouldn't. I think that's really dope.
Yeah, man. No, it is. Like, I remember. Well, I remember watching a foreign film and like saying that it was probably one of the best films of its time, and it's just
what's that fucking movie? What's that movie with the?
I can't remember.
Where the little kid's a vampire? That shit's fire. What is it? Don't Let Me In. It's a vampire.
Oh, Let Me In.
Let Me In. Yeah.
With that one white girl.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's an American version, but there's also
a foreign film. Yeah.
One. That's the one that I saw. That one's fucking fun.
And have you ever seen Train to Bosnia? I mean, not Bosnia.
Bosnia?
No, not Bosnia.
You ever been in this shit? Been to Bosnia, son?
Not Bosnia, is it? Or damn, it was a either Japanese or No, it was Japanese. Or it was either Japanese or Korean.
Have you ever seen the original Grudge?
Yes.
That's some shit.
Yes, that's just a trip. I remember.
Japanese horror films are kind of terrifying.
Kind of?
Nah.
Kind of, son? You like, yo, kind of? Japanese horror films are like, Japanese horror films are fucking like top tier.
Yo, true story. I remember I was like 13, 14, and I was like getting into like, if you will, like harder or heavier music. And I was just down the rabbit hole on YouTube. And YouTube's algorithm was different because it really worked off of what your taste sonically, kind of what you were in tune to or listening to at the time. Now it has a lot more to do with record labels and sales and shit like that. But I remember like finding or getting to a certain part of YouTube where like the recommendations started becoming global, and I like listened to like a couple of other like I found like this Australian like post-hardcore band, and then I found like this Japanese death metal band, and like I don't know if you know.
Whoa.
Have you ever heard of Guar?
No, this is the first time I'm hearing about it right now. What is it?
I forget where they're from. I want to say they're from like
What kind of band is it?
Europe. Oh, it's like metal, death metal type stuff. But they're like infamous for dressing up and like wearing like shit that makes them look like the devil, like little devils and demons and shit.
Okay.
And they're red and they have horns,
like,
and they have prosthetics.
Feeding into the stereotype.
Yeah. Well, no, like it's kind of like their image, like kind of like how like the Misfits, like how they would all put like the Crimson Ghost on their face.
Okay.
It's kind of the same as that, like, but that's like just their vision or whatever. And or even like there's like Norwegian death metal bands where like they wear like white fucking face paint and like they have a crazy black, like Cradle of Filth and shit like that. But anyways, I saw like this Japanese death, so like I knew about stuff like that. Like that was like pretty tame to me. That was just something I knew about. But I found some Japanese death metal, and that shit was different, dog. I wouldn't even say it was death metal. Like if you're if you're listening out there and you're know your sub genres, it was definitely more like a grindcore. But it like, bro, they had like fucking prosthetic, like sharp fucking teeth, and just blood fucking oozing out of their mouths, and like they just looked like they had like black fucking the contacts that make your eyes completely black. And like long fucking mangy matted hair, and I mean like it's heavy death metal. It's fast, it's fucking loud, and it's screaming, it's yelling, and it already in of itself kind of sounds fucking demonic. So that paired with that, I was like, yo, I'm off YouTube. I'm not
like I'm good.
I am straight. Where's my Attack on Tag?
Oh my god. Man. So on that note, this video is not going to be monetized at all. No, I feel you. Like, so, like when you find, do you have this feeling of like grandiose? And when you find like some foreign shit, and it's like, oh shit, I think I'm the only one of my circle of friends
1,000%
that knows this shit.
For our loyal listeners, I mean, if you think about it, I literally love and advocate and read manga.
Facts.
I talk about it all the time.
Facts.
So that in of itself is pretty, obviously not unique. There, like now more than ever, there's manga and stuff like that is more accessible. And like people are more interested in anime. Anime is becoming more mainstream and so on and so forth. So like I'm not unique in that way, but I am unique in the aspect that amongst my friends, I don't think many of my friends read manga. I had to beg you to read fucking Demon Slayer.
I mean, you didn't have to beg me.
I had to beg you, dog.
I'm broke.
Steven kind of reads some manga. But like no one really consumes it at the rate that I do.
But like no,
because like I just
like,
go through series and like it's very easy for me to digest it, and it's all very intrinsical and fascinating to me. So there's that, and and I obviously anime too, so that's Japanese. Getting into manga, that rabbit hole there, I found like this stuff called manhwa, which is basically Korean manga, which is like digital web comics kind of.
Shout out to you. You talked about it in your birthday episode.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm Mexican, so I advocate for our people's food. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Cultures are dope. But yeah, when it comes to like finding certain niche things, or I guess things that could be niche, I do feel like I'm like,
you're like, oh shit, I'm like the first one to find this shit out of my friend group.
Oh
fuck. Alright, so I have a question for you.
What's that?
So if you were an alien or a species of some sort and lived in space and had a radio and wanted to be like, you know what? Today or this year, I'm gonna send out a signal and I'm gonna let people know that I'm here. What would you say?
To us? Yeah. Assuming that like
so
the people will hear it, or someone of importance will hear it?
Yeah. What would you say?
Alright, so in this to give myself more background, let's assume that I've watched Earth for some time.
Yes.
I would definitely say
we need to clean our shit
chill
up.
out.
Relax.
Chill the fuck out, yeah. Get it together. I just kick back some knowledge, you know what I'm saying?
I feel you, because I mean, assuming...
Unless I wanted to eat you motherfuckers, then I'd be like, yo, turn up.
I'm coming through.
Do what you're doing right now. That shit's lit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come through in like a couple decades, you know?
Yeah, no, I feel
hopefully.
Hopefully, y'all still.
You know? Yeah, I don't know. Fucking... Yeah, I think that's, well, yeah, like I said, it would all depend on what I was trying to do. But if I was, you know, me, myself, in an alien body and had my mentality, I'd for sure be trying to help us.
Facts.
Because we need to get it together.
Facts.
Yeah.
You hear that, people of Earth?
People of Earth? Dog, come on.
Get that shit
I say
together,
shit
man.
every day that embarrasses me to fucking be me.
What
To either be a man, to either be a fucking millennial, to either be like, you know what I'm saying? Like shit just is embarrassing as fuck.
Yo, did you see that video of the boxer like grabbing his wife?
No.
No?
Yo, that's not funny, but like
no,
that transition was crazy.
Yeah, cause
you just fucking like dribbled through the legs and fucking shot the three from half court and it just went in.
Like, okay, he's a boxer, right?
Okay.
So one, he's a boxer.
As they often are.
Two, he's big as shit.
Yeah, okay.
He's like not big, like,
as they
but
often
he's
are.
shit.
Yeah.
And they were in a group, like they were in a crowd, bro.
They were in public? They weren't even on their way back to the hotel room?
No. They were in a crowd, bro. And my man's picked her up and like just, you know, forced her ass to walk out with him.
Okay.
And then somebody was like, man, I can't believe, like, this is not funny. We do not condone this type of activity at all. Somebody was like, why didn't somebody do something? And then someone retweeted it and said, who the fuck is gonna stop that man? Like,
was it that big ass, buff ass, light skinned dude?
Yes, Tank Davis.
Okay.
Like, yo, first of all, so piggybacking off of what my man G said,
is no one strapped anymore?
Like,
does no one have dog? Come on.
Like,
where were they?
I don't know.
Someone had to be strapped.
Big ass crowd, bro.
Were they like casino, mall?
No, it was like
was it somewhere they could be strapped?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so. But yo,
security is lacking then, because it's up to security then. If you don't have a gun on you, and you can't, or you're not fucking Bruce Lee, and you can't take down that big motherfucker, then it's up to you to let security know. Hey, yo, fam, see that big dude? He's bugging.
He's bugging
the fuck out.
Like, yo, honestly, bro, like. Hey man, we do not condone that type of activity or behavior, but that shit's fucked up.
Yeah, that's just super fucked up.
Like, so piggybacking off of being an embarrassment to be a man, because I mean, us here at Saving the World with Question Friends, we don't condone that activity, but like, you know, there's people out there, obviously, that do that.
Yeah.
And then that creates a mindset for our, people of the opposite sex, or those,
Creates
that we
an
interact with.
Yeah.
It creates an environment, and us that do not condone that activity get put into this box. And yeah.
Has someone accused you of being a woman beater lately?
Yes! No, chill! No, relax. I take that back. No, I've not been accused at all. Ever in my life. Well, no, I haven't. I would never put myself in a woman.
Fuck,
That's
that's
dog.
funny as fuck, dog.
Hey, dog, why you set me up like that? Tell you my
I'm asking the questions, dog. Give me the answer, Sway.
You ain't got the answer straight. Nah, someone hasn't accused me of being a woman lately.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just saying, like, that's just fucked up.
Just been
and it's embarrassing.
Okay, so like you've been in a situation where maybe a girl has dealt with that.
Yeah,
and as a result,
sucks,
okay, for sure. I feel that. Yeah, man. Exes suck. Baggage sucks. It's a fact. Well, it's not a fact, but I firmly believe we carry trauma in the body, and there's not like a finite or definite way to get that out of you. We just gotta kind of figure it out amongst yourself and work through that. But yeah, that sucks, dude.
Yeah,
I've definitely been in that position where it's like, or even not even like with domestic abuse, like fucking where like just like you're like say like she's just been cheated on mad times, like and, I'm just me living my life,
man. I'm just
being fucking loyal as shit.
I'm just trying to be happy.
You know?
Yeah, man. I feel you. Which reminds me. So going back to the alien shit.
Okay.
So
what did the message say?
Nothing. It's like a sound.
Okay.
And it's like it would go for like
So
4 minutes straight.
So do we know that it's from something?
From like deep space. It could be whatever.
It's just a frequency we picked up.
Yeah.
Bro, we get excited over the dumbest shit.
Hey, but I mean,
bro, we get excited over the dumbest shit, dog. The galaxy fucking farted, and we're like, oh my god, like what the fuck, guys?
But
it's aliens, like it has to be.
But it's a constant thing, though. It's like it's become a constant thing where it's like for 16 days.
Okay.
So like for
I got chorro, dog. What the fuck?
I got chorro, dog.
Nah, continue. I'm just fucking around.
That's all the information I got.
Okay. That's interesting.
I mean, no, it's pretty interesting.
What if it's God?
What if
Fuck the bullshit. What if it's God?
What if it's God? Like, yo,
and he's just slowly.
I'm not gonna
it is coming.
I'm not gonna do.
That's terrifying.
Yo,
I'm sorry. I don't want to.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy. I don't even want to dive into that. Like,
I rebuke that.
Just not gonna go like.
Yeah, I'm sorry for putting that out.
Excuse me, like, bro. Nah, bro.
Nah. Okay, so it's aliens. That's cool.
I mean, yeah, that's cool. That means we're not alone.
I hope we're not dumb enough to try and make it a thing. Of course we are. Never mind.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be something.
Yeah.
It's gonna definitely be.
Because it's like if we're gonna try and make contact.
Facts.
That's stupid.
Facts.
Stupid as shit.
Yeah, no.
Nah.
You know what? You know
what
that makes me think of? That makes me think of one Futurama episode when like a fucking alien decided to like make Earth its girlfriend. You know what I'm saying?
I don't watch a whole lot of Futurama.
Oh shit, son!
I just remember the Slurm episode.
This just in.
Shout out Slurm. Shout out my boy. What was his name? The Slurm guy? The fucking dude with the glasses? He was dope.
The professor?
No, the Slurm episode with the slugs and shit. Where it's
like shit. I can't remember his name. It's been so long.
Like Mr. Slurm or some shit. I don't know.
Some shit like that.
Cool guy.
This just in. My co-host is trash. Bro, watch the Futurama, dog.
No, Futurama's really mid.
What?
It's really mid.
It's mid?
Yeah.
Is this
Futurama's
like that?
Real shit? Futurama's greatest claim is giving us the fry meme.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Take my money?
Oh my God.
Or the squinty eyes? Yeah. Facts. What do you want me to do with who the fuck?
Come on, bro.
Blur. Bender's pretty funny. Bender's a cool guy. Bender's a man's man. He's a solid guy. Fry, he's a bit of a pussy and like kind of a jackass, if we're being honest.
I mean, yeah, I'll give you that.
What is it,
Fry
Wilbur?
Fry would be-
I don't know, the fucking,
What?
fucking the Jamaican dude.
I still don't remember his name.
God, you're trash. Fuck you.
trash.
You're advocating
No,
for
I'm
the
saying,
show.
I'm advocating for the show.
I don't know their
like,
names.
I gotta know everything to do with TV.
Zoidberg
was a
Zoidberg got that episode, and I saw him outside of his show, and that made me feel really uncomfortable.
I feel you, dog. It made me feel uncomfortable too.
Many dogs like this.
It's me.
Yeah. That's mid.
Oh,
It's not enjoyable. The premise of Fry getting to the future is hilarious to me.
It's fine.
Bender's cool, but that's it. Doesn't really do it for me.
Alright. That's a hard pill I have to swallow, possibly. I don't know.
Yeah, no, cool. Because like, look at what else you got. You got from that era. You have Simpsons, which is obviously superior.
Yeah, of course.
Simpsons chunks a lot, right?
Yeah. No,
then you have Family Guy, which is honestly, obviously superior, just because the first, it's like Family Guy has two great periods in Family Guy. Right? You have the beginning where it's like 90s as fuck, and it's like, you know.
That animation gives
like,
me anxiety. To be honest with you?
Yeah?
That animation gives me fucking anxiety, bro. Like, I don't know what it is about those episodes, but it's like.
What?
Like, what the fuck is happening? Peter
Griffin touched you when you were a kid?
No. God damn it. Why must you go this way? No!
I don't get it, dude.
No, it's just like the animation.
Kissing.
The animation is just it just seemed weird, you know?
Okay.
Like okay.
The beginning Family Guy.
Yeah, the beginning Family Guy.
Okay.
And then you know, as
But you watched Simpsons?
Yeah, it was the same shit.
Yeah.
It was the same shit. So that old school animation for certain shows is cool, but like watching like The Simpsons.
Oh, you watched Spider-Man
I was like, whoa.
Disney Plus.
Still, even then, I'm telling you, even then.
Crazy.
Even then, dog, I'm saying. I'm not saying the show
I'm
is
invalidating your feelings on Twitter.
Damn, dog.
Fuck
Come on, bro.
Grow up.
Let me have some
No, fucking, no, I feel it. It's, cause like,
the animation
I don't know. Well, it's hard for me to feel that because I've been watching this shit all my life. I've been watching Family Guy since way before I probably should. I've been watching South Park since I was like fucking 7 years old, dog.
Facts.
Since I was like way
You know,
too
they
fucking
have
young to
not changed their
understand
animation
shit.
at all.
No, they have.
Well, I mean, it's gotten better, but like the base of their animation.
Well, they do it through computers now.
Yeah.
So that's like when they did that was their biggest step because that allowed them to like, because before they literally pieced everything by paper and it was like
Facts.
race to fucking get it that Comedy Central the episode every week within the season increments or whatever. So as soon as they started like just doing it, running it through the computer software, like it's, I mean, that's just like cake.
No,
you know what I'm saying? But now I appreciate what they're doing. Now they're just limiting their quality, or not quality. Their quality is raised, I feel. Their quantity is just lowered, which I feel is good because it gives us, the consumer, time to like really just appreciate like the seasons. And digest. I think it's dope because South Park used to be a lot of like the other shows feature on Family Guy, Simpsons, where you know the narrative was kind of hectic. It was just kind of all over the place. Like one day you were over here, the next day you were talking about this person, the next day you were following this failed marriage or whatever. But what they started doing, I would say like within the last 6 seasons of South Park, is kind of creating a single narrative for a big narrative to overarch the entire season. And then they have the little like sub episodes where sometimes they might take little breaks or whatever. But for the most part, like if you watch, you know, the last 5 seasons from beginning to end, it's like one big joke. It's like a setup, you know, more fucking whatever, and then the punchline at the end. So that's dope. When they put in continuity in it, that's kind of when it became funnier to me because it was just funny to just see these kids like, because they just have these crazy fucking adventures, and then next day they're at this bus stop, you know, just talking about normal shit. But you know, when they started doing it, they're like, hey, Kenny, weren't you in like China like fucking last week? What the fuck? Like, you know, just shit like that. That's really funny.
Yeah, no, I feel it. I feel what you're saying. Oh man, like
I love South Park.
you know.
Yeah. Okay. So you have South Park, and then you got like Bob's Burger. Bob's Burger.
Hey,
know what's a cartoon that I haven't gotten into?
Which one?
BoJack Horseman. You follow BoJack? I tried to like watch a couple episodes. I feel like it's one of those shows you have to watch from the beginning, maybe.
No. Well, no. Yeah, I mean every show's like that.
Kind of.
But I mean, BoJack.
I was just lost. I was like, why is Homie so sad?
Yeah, no, that like that show is
Homie so fucking sad.
That show low-key gets
You're a
dark.
horse, Dad. You're a horse, Dad. You're a horse dog.
That show.
You're a horse, Dad.
BoJack Horseman.
That's the name of the episode. Horse Dad. You're a horse, Dad, dude.
BoJack Horseman is a very
Dark
it gets very
yeah, because he's like a fucking failed actor and like he's an alcoholic.
Yeah, but I mean, it's cool. It's cool. It's alright. It was on Netflix first. It's still on Netflix, but now I believe Comedy Central picked up.
Yeah, rights to stream it or not stream it, but fucking
show it.
air it. Yeah. Cable's dead though, so it's like get the fuck out of here. I don't even have cable in my house anymore. I literally we just
you're gonna be proud of me, though.
Disney Plus and Hulu and Netflix and
you're gonna be proud of me.
I'm on Funimation right now too. What?
I fully started Yo-Yo Hakusho.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
Say it like a
Thank
true man of culture.
Like a cultured man.
How far are you?
Yes, I am in the first season.
Okay.
He defeated the three-eyed Hiei, and now they are in the demon realm, and they have to defeat the top, you know.
The four
kings,
east, west, and like south and north. Fucking, it's like the dragon, the fucking tiger guy. Yeah. That's honestly probably. I love the first season. I honestly love that show so much.
Now, if we're talking, hold on, I'm gonna cut you off, but like, because I don't want to forget this. Now, we're talking about old school
animation.
Like, animation for anime.
Yeah.
Dog.
Yeah.
Let me tell you,
it's
bro.
good though.
Fuck, that shit's amazing.
Yeah.
That shit's amazing.
I don't know what I honestly feel like, you know. I feel like it's a lot of things that ended up just coming together so right with that. Because honestly, like, okay, it was like Dragon Ball Z, Rurouni Kenshin, Yu Yu Hakusho, and maybe like Trigun and shit like that.
All five animation.
Dragon Ball Z, honestly, isn't that great if you really go back. Like, it's not, animation wise, it's not that good.
Yeah,
a lot of like the action is like, you know, like the cutting to like them just their fists flying really quick for like 5 seconds, you know what I mean? It's all like clips and stuff like that.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
And then like a lot of the shows at the time, like I feel like, you know, they just kind of suffer. Like I don't know what it is about it, but it's just a certain part of it that looks dated. Not to say that Yu Yu Hakusho doesn't look dated, because obviously it does. It's very heavy in that 90s aesthetic.
Yeah.
But I just feel like everything about that show, like from like the pastels and the colors, palettes that they use, everything about it makes it pop amazing. So hard and make it like it's like it pops so hard that like the animation is just so fucking good.
Yes, dude.
Yeah, like it's just wait till you get to like the later seasons.
I gotta fucking relax, cause dude, yes,
yeah,
the fucking like everything about the first season
and the fucking
was fucking fire.
That theme song. I want to play it at my funeral. Like I love that.
You heard it here first, guys. I'll make sure that happens.
I love that song
for you. That shit's amazing. What else?
Crazy shit.
How about I got into? I cannot get past the first episode of Vinland Saga because Prime Video wants to hoe me with these subtitles, bro.
Wants to what?
Wants to hoe me with these subtitles, man.
Why?
Like, they don't show up, and it's like, I'm just listening to them
speak Japanese.
And it's like, I can't.
Delete the app and re-download it maybe.
I'm gonna try that.
Yeah. But try it on your phone maybe, see if it's really the app or maybe it's the PlayStation that's bugging. But yeah, Vinland Saga, dog. I haven't finished the season. I'm trash. Because I know as soon as I finish that season, I'm gonna have to like read like the extra 160 chapters that's fucking in the manga, and that's one of those mangas. It's like Berserk and a couple of other mangas that are like really infamous, but their fucking creators and Hunter x Hunter, their creators don't give us chapters weekly or even monthly or even bi-monthly, dog. Like Berserk is like probably regarded as one of the greatest fucking dark fantasies of all time.
I want to get into Berserk.
And the author released like 2 chapters last year, right? Prior to that, his last chapter release, I think, was in like 2015. So like he went like 4 years without releasing shit, dog, and he was just like, eat my dick. Like, what do you want from me? I'm fucking old, dog. Like I was 30 when I started this shit in the 80s. Like, get off my dick.
I feel you.
And then like Hunter. Okay, so like the dude who did Yu Yu Hakusho, he's the dude that does Hunter x Hunter. I think I told you that before.
Fucking thank God you just told me that. Again.
Yeah. So fucking. But even like Hunter x Hunter, like Hunter x Hunter is at a point in the story where things are getting so expansive and so much bigger and grandiose than what they were in all of the anime. And Togashi like apparently suffers from extreme anxiety and extreme stress-induced like panic attacks, and he has extreme carpal tunnel, and like the life of a mangaka is very rough.
Yes.
Because for him in his heyday, he was writing like top tier published series or like famous published series for most of his career. So every day would be drawing and fucking writing and fucking like it's crazy. A lot of mangakas actually suffer from similar ailments like anxiety and stuff like that, and it's really interesting.
Do you think
it's kind of sad actually because they're not paid too much?
Do you think that should change?
1000%.
Like, you think that they should just go straight digital with their shit?
Yes and no, because I feel like there is just something. It's art, dog. At the end of the day, it's art, and it's just something. It gets lost, you know. Like it loses its fucking soul. Not to sound like a hippie or anything, or a nerd, I guess, because I'm talking about fucking Japanese comic books. But it loses its fucking soul, dude. Like, and not to say that you can't make art with digital like fucking programs and shit like that. But I don't know. There's something about it that's just a little too polished. Honestly, some of my favorite things in manga is, you know, how creative an artist will get when conveying fucking action or movement or like little minimalistic things even.
I feel you.
That are just interesting because it's like your medium is fucking flat and you have to make it pop.
Yeah.
So, but not everybody can do that's obviously like not everybody can fucking rap or be a musician or be a famous author or a successful businessman, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why it's really interesting to just see the different art styles and all kinds of stuff. It's really dope. But I do think that it should be a thing where it would be maybe more desirable in terms of the finances because, like I said, they aren't really paid that much. So maybe if they would, if you got to figure, they get paid dick. I don't know numbers. I don't know any numbers, but I know they get paid dick compared to they spend day in and day out years of their life dedicated to these series, months, whatever, periods, chunks of their life, doing this shit every day, right? And then they make this thing called a manga, and then this manga gets picked up for an anime, and this anime gets hyper successful, this anime gets video games, this anime gets fucking merchandise.
And they don't
you think shit. Togashi gets anything?
Yeah,
no, fucking Viz Media or Bandai or David Productions, like all these cocksuckers that have the hand in the pot, and I shouldn't call them cocksuckers because obviously, you know, they bring something to the table. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But in terms of the man that created this shit, phenomenal fucking shit, they get paid dick.
No, I feel it.
And I think if they were to be able to change that, then I think maybe mangakas could have a bigger team, and that would alleviate them.
Yeah,
1,000%.
Their pressure, you know.
Yeah,
That's why I brought it up in discussion, because it was like that. You know, I understand where you're coming from in terms of like no, because you know, it's art, but then yes, because that would alleviate so much pressure.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I feel you. Mangakas deserve more, man. And you're also going to be proud of me because I caught up with My Hero.
Oh, okay. How'd you like it?
Fucking amazing.
Fire. Overhaul's that
amazing.
Guy. Shigaraki's that guy, though. Shigaraki pulled that checkmate. That shit was crazy, huh?
That shit was
I remember reading that and being like, bro.
Like,
he really just took homie's arms?
Yeah,
like,
dog. Shit's
that
crazy.
Mirio scene was... Yeah. That was what I was talking about. That's why I love that guy. Bro. Mirio's a fucking...
Mirio sacrificed his fucking life.
Or fucking Deku going 1,000% one for all was kind of
that was amazing.
That One Punch Man-esque 1,000 punch.
Yeah.
That animation in that fight, there's a part in that fight, Deku versus Overhaul, where right after he kind of fucking like hits him with that One Punch Man like million punch, one single punch thing, where it shows like Overhaul's eyeball and like the way it, like
I peeped that.
it's like Aeon Flux-esque style animation where it's just beautiful and artistic as fuck, and you see like the lightning from Deku's fucking One for All cow in the reflection of his eye, and then he gets smashed on and all of that. That whole scene where Deku worked him for fucking like a minute and a half was a phenomenal scene.
Crazy.
I did have a complaint with the season because I did feel that for me, when I read Mirio's moment, it was impactful. It was like big.
Yes.
And as a fan of Mirio, and just a general narrative and strong pivotal moments, story points, I felt like that moment deserved more than what it got in the anime. Because it got like the cutscene. And I hate when they do that in the anime because it's lazy.
Yeah.
It's lazy shit. Like, and that probably coincides to them, the industry be getting paid more, honestly. Because I'm sure they probably don't get paid.
Probably.
Because I can't see why they can't do that.
Probably, yeah.
You know?
That sequence, that scene, it deserved a lot more.
Yeah.
A lot more.
Yeah.
And then All Might's former sidekick. Fuck, bro.
Rest in peace, Night Eye.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace, Night Eye. Because
spoilers.
Hey, spoilers.
If you haven't, I hope you tuned out after season 4.
I'm so sorry.
And then you heard G start talking.
I'm so sorry.
I haven't finished it yet.
But yeah, no,
I'm gonna send this link to Steven, so he's just gonna be pissed. That would be hilarious. Hey, yo, bro, I shouted you out. We talked about some stuff that I really think you would find interesting. I really need you to listen to this ASAP. By the way, have you seen My Hero? And then he'll be like, no, because I know he hasn't.
Damn, dog, why you gotta do it like that, son? Yo, nah.
Night Eye Dying was
that shit was crazy, bro. That shit was crazy. And like the end of the arc, right when homeboy with the hand on his face caught up. Yeah, when he caught up with
respect on his name.
Alright, can you say his name again? How you get it?
Shigaraki.
Alright, when Shigaraki, G looking at me crazy, son.
Nah, because that's my boy, dog. You don't understand. There's like a whole. He gets a whole arc, dog. Spoilers. There's a whole.
He's still a bitch.
Dog, no. There's spoilers. If like real shit. If you're listening right now and you're an anime only, tune the fuck out.
Damn, I shouldn't have brought My Hero over the pod. I should have told him off air.
Yeah.
Chill. Relax. Let me get this off.
You can't become.
Let me get this off. Let me get this up. So when Shigaraki caught up to Overhaul, and like fucking just fucking ended his shit with his arms, I was like, fuck yeah.
Mr. Complex took one arm because he took one arm and
I was like,
Shigaraki took the other. That shit was fire.
Yo, that shit was crazy. Like that was one point in the show where I was rooting for Shigaraki. Yeah. I was like, fuck yeah.
I'm very interested to see. Because they don't tell you in the anime or even in the manga, but he goes to jail overall.
Oh, really?
He doesn't die.
He
He goes to jail.
Okay.
So that's confirmed, but I wonder how.
It'll play out somehow. He'll.
Theoretically speaking, though, wasn't it like he can rebuild himself? Can he? Isn't that a thing?
Wait.
Or he has to touch it. I think that's it. Because he's basically, homie has alchemy. Or he has alchemy from Full Metal Alchemist because he can take stuff apart and then put it back together.
Yeah, put it back together, that type of shit.
Yeah, but I think he does have to touch it.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Shigaraki that guy.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
I like Overhaul. I thought Overhaul was dope.
Yeah, the concept of his character.
No, I won't. There's just something that happens with his powers. Because like I feel like right now Shigaraki's powers are limited to like his limitation to having all 5 fingers on you. And like I said, if you're an anime only, chill the fuck out.
G, chill, dog. We hitting 45.
I'm just saying.
We hitting 45.
I gotta get this off.
I just wanted you to be proud of me for catching my hero.
Dog.
Relax.
Nah.
Relax. I'm begging you.
He gets to a point.
I'm begging you.
He gets to a point.
Come on, G. Alright, go ahead, Hero.
He gets to a point, dog,
where he overcomes it.
He don't even need to fucking use his hands, dog.
Bro, that's so fire.
Bro,
that's so amazing.
There's a point where this motherfucker puts his 2 feet on the ground
and just automatically does it.
And demolishes a city.
Hey, please tune out.
Okay.
Like Steve.
All right, and that's all I'm gonna say. Yeah.
Oh, that's me.
You need to start reading this shit.
I do.
But no, I'm really stoked because the sports festival, or not the sports festival, the like little fucking whatever the fuck arc is coming up next. I really like the villains, kind of.
Villains.
Yeah. I just like this arc. I think it's really cool. I think it's fun.
It sounds good.
It's gonna be a fun contrast, or it's gonna be a nice contrast from the super heavy, dark stuff that we just witnessed. Because if you really get into everything that was the Overhaul arc, it was some dark shit. Overhaul was fucking like tearing this little girl apart every day to fucking make these bullets. Crazy stuff. Shit. Yeah. So it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I can imagine because that's what happened with the tournament.
Yeah, like, it was like fucking
dark shit.
It was like stained and then fucking some like Clash shit. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm assuming that's the same.
Yeah, that's a normal thing in My Hero. It's normally like a big serious arc and then a fucking. But typically it's a training arc. And it's like, oh, we're back in school. Like, remember?
Yeah, we're still school. Yo, that's another thing. All right, so I want to like end this pod with another like quick question. Like, yo, 13-year-olds. Fucking doing some grown people shit. What the fuck is going on here, bro? You have a show. Man is 13. Fucking fighting demons out here.
Yeah.
Gecko is like fucking 14 years old. Fighting fucking villains. Like, what the fuck is going on here, bro?
Yeah, dog, aim high. Well, it's honestly because the way like shonen is designed, its targeted audience is like middle school to fucking like 18. You know what I mean?
That makes
so
sense.
like a teenager, preteen to a teenager.
Yeah,
and so being that agent helps you be like, oh, you know, he's 14.
Like,
I can be strong. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that.
Makes sense.
It's very cool though. Yeah.
It makes sense, but that shit is wild.
Tanjiro's like 16.
Yeah, bro. That shit is wild as shit. Shout out Tanjiro.
I saw the most fire Demon Slayer statue.
I'm gonna get one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get one.
Yeah,
shout out to Homie Sonny.
I've been buying or getting really into anime statues, but it's really dangerous.
Ooh, I seen that. Yo, I'm this close.
That Shigaraki one is fire.
Yeah, man. I'm this close to being a statue.
Take yourself to Hot Topic. Well, especially for you. You like Dragon Ball Z. Take yourself to Hot Topic, dog.
Mm-hmm.
And they got some fire shit for you. They got like a lot of Dragon Ball Z shit. They have like Goku and almost every Super Saiyan. Vegeta and almost every Super Saiyan doing cool poses and shit. Trunks, Gohan.
Nice.
Then they got for My Hero, they got Dabi, Shigaraki, All Might, Deku, Bakugo, and then Kirishima and Todoroki.
Ooh, a Todoroki statue would be fucking amazing.
Yeah. There's one coming out in March that I really want.
It's very dangerous.
He has like a fire on his hand. Yeah, honestly though, they're not that expensive. Well, the ones that I like, the ones that I'm looking into, aren't like the super expensive ones. They're just like the $20 to like $30 ones.
I mean, so it's like, okay. For a statue, I get it. Like $20, $30, it's not too bad. But then you start getting into like fucking $40, $50, $60. And it's like, fuck.
I know.
But then that makes you pay attention to like how detailed it can be.
Yeah. One of the ones that I'm gonna buy, I feel like I'm gonna have like 18 different statues of Tanjiro at one point.
You probably.
But one of the ones that I want to buy in like April is like $60, and I think currently that's like the most I'm willing to currently buy a statue for. That's like where I cut it off at. $60 is kind of steep.
I mean, honestly,
but it's just dope because he's like with the water, just doing it dragon.
Yeah,
like he does with his breath style. So it's dope.
Yeah, sure. I honestly want to get into buying statues, but I kind of want to finish or broaden my pop collection.
Yeah, dude. Just
before I like.
I mean, you could do like if you're ever in a position where you see a statue and you're like, oh, that's tight, cop it.
Yeah, I'll probably just do like one.
But like Funko is just stay in your lane, stay in your bag.
Yeah.
Boruto pops are coming out soon, and there's gonna be a glow in the dark Naruto Nine-Tailed.
I might just get down.
Cop that.
I might just get down.
You know what I'm saying? There was a Madara pop that dropped at GameStop apparently this month that I haven't been able to fucking find. So appreciate that, dog. Appreciate you, GameStop, and I'm not down to pay $35 for it. There's a stain pop that's like $22 that I've.
A stain pop?
Yeah. There's a stain pop for like 20 something that I really want stained, and then I really want Endeavor. I basically want all the like exclusive and like chases. Yeah, but he's still like, because I think he was like a Hot Topic, not an exclusive, but like he came in something that only came at Hot Topic.
Oh yeah.
So fucking
yeah, I hate it.
It was like him and another Deku, I think, or not at Hot Topic. No. It was GameStop.
It was Endeavor, homeboy with the shadow fucking hop thing.
Todoroki?
Yeah.
Or Tokiyami?
So it was Endeavor, Tokiyami, Hunger that can like make shit out of her back. Yaoyorozu. Was Stain part of that one? I don't think so. I think Stain was part of the first one.
Yeah.
But like they're new.
Yeah.
It's like a new.
No. Actually, Endeavor series came out. I know the series you're thinking about. Endeavor wasn't part of that series. It was like him, and there was another variant of Midoriya where he's like a kid and he's wearing an All Might onesie. They're GameStop exclusives, and they came out in between the series. And I don't know, like if they just sold them individually or if they sold them in like this pack,
like a 2-pack?
Not a 2-pack, but like it came with like a shirt and fucking the pop. Sometimes they do that.
Okay.
I'm not sure how it was sold, but they were exclusive to that. And yeah, dude, Endeavor is my favorite fucking hero in My Hero. So I know, like, Sabrina gives me the same look, dude. I told her though, I gave her spoilers, and she was like, I get it.
I can't really talk because like Goku was probably one of my favorite characters, and Goku was.
You soft.
And ain't shit bad.
You soft as shit. Bro, you're like vanilla ice cream.
No. Vanilla ice cream?
You're like vanilla ice cream.
Nah, dog. I'm more like, chocolate chip ice cream.
Dog, how you like...
What?
How you Hispanic, but you vanilla? That's crazy. That's embarrassing.
Yo.
You don't even got no fucking cinnamon on you, dog. That's crazy.
What are you talking about? Alright, nah. Gee, bug it the fuck out.
Nah.
On that note,
YouTube will see you vanilla. Twitter will see you.
Twitter will see. I'm not that vanilla.
As fuck.
I'm not that vanilla. G, you bugging, bro. Yo,
Nah, I guess I can't call you vanilla because you talked about tossing your shit back.
Chill, relax. Hey, chill. And on that note, on this beautiful, amazing fucking note that we just came upon, we're gonna end the pod on this beautiful Tuesday evening. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Thank you, G, for coming through on this work day and getting some work done. Follow us on our socials. Follow Question Friends on Instagram. I don't know if I'm gonna make a Twitter for the pod, cause like that's a lot of work, and we need somebody to handle our socials because fucking it's a lot.
Yeah, man, running 2 Instagrams a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot. I don't even post on my regular Instagram. No, well I do, but not like
just thrift straps.
Yeah.
Hey, we're not even gonna get into that.
Yeah, no, that'll be for next episode. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all for listening. Thank y'all, and we out.
I was gonna say some stupid shit.
Oh shit!
Yeah, bro, that tweet was fucking hilarious.
Oh,
I forgot I
which one?
tweeted you.